Good morning, children. Welcome back to the online class of Sri Kogulam Public School, Vattagara.
Dear children, good morning. Today's thought: truth can be stated in 1,000 different ways, yet each one can be true, by Swami Vivekananda. Now we can continue our history lesson. Today we can discuss how did Hitler reconstruct Germany. Listen, first he gave more and more promises to the people. He was ready to overcome the difficulties facing by the people. So the people, they gave more support to Hitler. Then how did he reconstruct Germany? First of all, to overcome the economic crisis, he appointed an advisor, an economist as an advisor. Who was that? He was a Hitchmeskat. Listen, and then Hitchmeskat, he introduced a program. The name of that program, the State Funded Work Creation Program. And this program aimed at full production and full employment, with the purpose of providing the full employment opportunity to the people. And to overcome their troubles, the Hitchmeskat introduced a program. What was that program? The State Funded Work Creation Program. And this project that produced the famous German superhighways and people's car or Volkswagen. Listen, he promised that even the ordinary people, they would avoid watch the car. That much of reforms the Hitler was going to introduce. Next, we can discuss about the Hitler's foreign policy. Then, in 1933, Germany was pulled out of the League of Nations. What is that League of Nations? Yes, that is an international organization formed soon after the First World War in 1920. Listen, to maintain the world peace, they formed an international organization known as the League of Nations in 1920. But it was a failure. That is why the Second World War started. The same way, soon after the Second World War also, an international organization formed. At present also it is working on. Do you know what is that? Yes, that is the UNO, United Nations Organization. Okay, then in 1936, next, first of all, in 1933, what did he do? He pulled out Germany from the League of Nations, because as a member of the League of Nations, Germany was not able to attack the other countries. But Hitler's aim was to conquer almost all the European areas. Listen, and in 1936, he reoccupied the Rhineland. Did you remember the rich resource land of Germany? Listen, and after that, in 1938, he integrated Austria and Germany under the slogan, "One people, one empire and one leader." Listen, and then he turned to German-speaking area, Sudetenland. That Sudetenland, it was under the control of Czechoslovakia. Then, for all this, he got the full support from England, because England, they felt certain sympathy to Germany by seeing the pathetic condition of Germany. Then, but Hitchmeskat advised Hitler to stop the expansion of the territory. He advised him the war or the expansion, that was not a solution to solve his problem. But what did he do? He did not stop it there. He continued his expansion. Hitler believed that by expanding the territories, he could overcome the economic crisis. And whatever the territories he was going to conquer in that areas, he could allow the people to live as well as to take the resources of that particular area. In September 1939, Germany invaded Poland. Listen, this was the reason for starting of the Second World War. Listen, and this started a war with England and France, and the western front of Germany that was facing the attack from England and France. And in September 1940, Germany signed a tripartite pact. Then the three countries, Germany, Italy and Japan. Listen, then next year, the aim of this tripartite pact, then to conquer the large part of the European countries, the European continent. Then at the end of 1940, he was at the pinnacle of his power. With the support of Italy and Japan, Hitler reached at the height of his power in 1940. Next, the conquest of Eastern Europe. He moved to achieve his long-term aim of conquering the Eastern Europe and to ensure the food supplies and living space for Germans. Listen, and in 1941, he attacked the Soviet Union. That was the historic blunder committed by Hitler. Why it was known as the historic blunder? Because already the western part, it was facing the attack from England and France. And the eastern front, it was facing the attack from the powerful USSR. So it was known as the historic blunder committed by Hitler. Then Hitler exposed the German Western Front to whom? To the British attack, and the Eastern Front to the Soviet Union. Germany was defeated at Stalingrad from Russia by the Soviet Red Army. And the Soviet Red Army, they didn't stop there. They continued the German forces up to Berlin. Listen, and established its power over the Eastern Europe. The Soviet Red Army established its power over the Eastern Europe. And then at that time, USA, listen, America didn't join the war. Listen, they didn't like to join the war because of this First World War. It created a lot of troubles. But later, Japan, they expanded its power in the east and had occupied the French Indochina and planned to attack the US naval bases in Pacific Ocean. When Japan extended support to Hitler and bombed the Pearl Harbor, US naval bases in the Pacific Ocean. Because of this, USA also entered into the Second World War. USA was forced to join the Second World War when Japan and Germany joined together and attacked the US Pearl Harbor. Hitler's worldview, it is also known as the Nazi worldview. And the Hitler's worldview, it's based on two main ideas, racial hierarchy and Lebensraum. Listen, the crimes committed by the Nazis that were linked to a system of belief and practices, that is racial hierarchy. According to Hitler's worldview, or according to the racial hierarchy, there was no equality between people and only a racial hierarchy. At the top, then blonde, blue-eyed, Nordic Aryan Germans, listen, and Jews, they were at the lowest rung. Listen, the people were classified like that. At the top, blonde, blue-eyed and Nordic German Aryans, and Jews, they were at the lowest rung. Jews or Judas, they were considered as the enemies of the Aryans. Why did they consider like that? Because they believed that Judas or Jews, they were responsible for the death of Jesus Christ. Listen, and all other colored people, they were placed in between depending upon their external features. Between the Aryans as well as the Jews. And he borrowed his ideas from two great scientists who were that Charles Darwin and Herbert Spencer. Charles Darwin, he was a naturalist scientist and he was the father of the original species. Listen, then he borrowed these ideas and he informed that only the fittest one they wanted to survive in the society. Clear? Next, the Nazi argument that was the strongest race would survive and the weak ones would perish. These ideas he borrowed from these two famous scientists. Another idea, that was Lebensraum. What is meant by Lebensraum? Lebensraum means living space. Hitler's ideology related to the geopolitical concept of Lebensraum. Listen, he believed that by conquering more and more territories, listen, he could allow the people to live there and to collect the wood and to collect the resources of that particular areas. Listen, and this would enhance the area and allow the people to settle there. Then Hitler intended to extend the German boundary by moving eastwards, and Poland became the laboratory of his experiment. Listen, yes, he started to attack Poland. I hope all of you understood. Once again, please see this. What did we discuss today? First of all, we discussed about the reconstruction of Germany. How did Hitler reconstruct German economy? Then first of all, he appointed an advisor who was that Hitchman Scott. Then we discussed the foreign policy of Hitler. Foreign policy, mainly we discussed that Germany was pulled out from the League of Nations and he reoccupied the Rhineland, as well as then he turned again, he conquered the Sudetenland, German speaking areas from whom Czechoslovakia, and then he turned to the Eastern Europe. Listen, and he attacked the Soviet Union. At this time, USA did not enter in the Second World War, but later when they attacked the US naval bases in Pacific Ocean, USA also entered into the Second World War. Then we discussed the Nazi worldview. The Nazi worldview mainly based on two ideas, that it was the racial hierarchy one, and another one that is Lebensraum or living space. And he borrowed these ideas, racial hierarchy, that ideas he borrowed from the two scientists, Charles Darwin and Herbert Spencer. All of you understood. Any doubt will be there, please contact me and clear the doubt. Read the textbook, underline the points and prepare the notes. Okay, thank you.